Welcome to your fire-themed embodied yin flow. Um, this particular yin sequence will be working with the element of fire, the themes of warmth, expression, joy, spirit. This is what fire is in the discipline of Chinese medicine and Taoism, which is what influences yin yoga. And then, of course, this is an embodied yin practice, so the embodiment principles come in with a little more movement than a traditional yin class. So yeah, I encourage movement, especially when we work with fire. We'll be moving a fair bit just to really foster that warmth, that inner fire that we all carry. So we will start this particular practice in a seat. I'm going to sit on my bolster. So yeah, for this practice, you'll need a bolster or a pillow. You might need a block or a book, whatever you have that works for you. And I'm just going to sit my hips up here, cross my legs, let my legs relax. I'm going to rest my hands on my legs, just wherever's comfortable. You may like to bring the tip of your thumb to the tip of your ring finger, and then just rest the back of the palms on top of the legs, if that feels okay. And you might like to just take a moment to look around the space that you're in, just to ground, just to acknowledge where you are right now in this moment. You've had enough of that. You can draw the gaze forwards and start to soften the eyes, or even close the eyes down here. Starting to connect with your heart space. Connecting with the front of the heart space. Noticing any sensations here. Maybe you notice an inner fire in this space, maybe you don't. Let's draw our awareness to the back of the heart space, between the shoulder blades, in that upper portion of the spine. Noticing the left side of the heart space, within that left rib cage. Noticing the right side of the heart space. And then just noticing the whole, the entirety of the heart space. And drawing that awareness away from the center of the heart space to the armpits, down the inner side of the arms to the pinky finger. Maybe giving it a little wriggle here. Breathing into the pinky finger, whatever that means for you. And then drawing the exhale up from the pinky finger, up the inner arms, to the armpits, back to the heart space. Inhale into the heart space. outwards towards the armpits, the inner arms, down to the pinky finger. Inhale into the pinky finger. And exhale the energy away from the pinky finger, up the inner arms, the armpits, and back to the heart space. And let's start to bring our awareness to the belly button now, and to the space below the belly button. You might like to place one hand on top of this space, followed by the other. And just simply breathing into the hands. Remembering that the hands are an extension of heart space. Observing the rise of the hands as you inhale, and the fall of the hands as you exhale. Sitting with this for about a minute. Connecting to your inner fire. Start to release the hands and bringing the arms out wide into a T shape, palms facing up, bending through the elbows. And just holding here, relaxing the shoulders down. As we inhale, drawing the arms back, opening the chest, shoulder blades together. Maybe looking up. As we exhale, wrapping the right arm under the left, giving ourselves a hug, maybe drawing the chin to the chest. Inhale, opening up. Shoulder blades together, chest lifts. Exhale, swapping the cross of the arms, giving yourself a hug, chin to chest, shoulder blades draw apart. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, hug. Inhale, open. Exhale, hug. Just a few more with your own breath at your own pace. Let's meet in a hug. I like to sway left to right. You might like to squeeze or tap the shoulders. If you're swaying, just gently coming back to center, back to stillness. Releasing the hug. Going to do some breath of fire here. So this is a bit of an advanced practice, so it's entirely optional. If you don't want to do it, please just focus on that deep heart breath. So inhaling into the heart space and exhaling, completely emptying that space. Otherwise, we're going to come to our breath of fire. So for our first round, we'll just rest our hands in our lap. And so basically how this works is it's a rapid breath. So we're inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose with quite a bit of force on the exhale. And as we exhale, we're drawing our belly button towards our spine. So we're sucking in. So it will look like this. You can see my belly is pumping. Trust that your body will inhale by itself. All the focus goes into that forced exhale. Naturally, your body will inhale. So just straightening through the spine, fixing your seating position if you need to. Let's just take an inhale together, a long inhale. And a cleansing exhale through the mouth. And we begin. If you want to slow down your pumps, you are more than welcome. And just taking a deep breath in, holding, and then release. Noticing that navel space, if you've created any heat here, any sort of sensation. We'll do one more round. Again, slowing it down if you need. And that's okay because this is yin. We don't want to create too much yang energy here. I'm bringing my arms up at about 60 degrees, folding my fingers in, thumbs out. Taking one long inhale. Exhale to release and relax the shoulders down. And we begin. Inhaling, bringing the thumb tips to meet. And exhale, releasing the arms, releasing the fingers down by the sides. And noticing any energy through the body, any sensation in the body. here, and we're just gonna come into a tabletop now. So we want our wrists under our shoulders, our knees under our hips. We're just gonna walk the hands out, about one hand span in front, fingertips spread nice and wide. We're gonna bring our knees together. Tuck our toes under so our legs are pressed against one another. Start to lift the knees, lift the hips up and back. Coming into a modified downward dog here, or our mountain. Again, fingertips are spread nice and wide. Slight bend in the elbows. I'm just going to walk my feet out here to create a bit of a wider stance between the hands and the feet. The head and the neck are relaxed. The shoulders are drawing away from the ears towards the hips, so drawing the shoulder blades down the back. The hips are pressing up and back, so you might like to bend the knees here a little more. The heels are pressing down towards the earth. They don't need to meet the earth. We're holding here. Breathing deeply to this strong pose. If you joined me for breath of fire, you were able to cultivate a bit more energy in order to hold this. Drawing the belly button to the spine, connecting to that inner fire at the navel and just below the navel. Just be here for another minute. Bit of movement, you can come onto the tippy toes just a little, press the heels back, just really slowly alternating between that. Come onto our tippy toes on an inhale. Start to shift the weight forwards, shoulders above the wrists. Coming into a plank, some nice straight line through the spine. Gazing at the top of your mat. Nice deep breaths. Pressing into the fingertips, the pads of the fingers, doming the palms slightly. Belly button to spine, connecting to your inner fire. And dropping both knees to the earth, keeping the legs pressed against one another. Slowly shifting the hips back towards the heels, folding the torso over the front of the thighs, forehead to the earth, arms behind you. Resting here in our narrow child's pose. left to right. Really connecting the hands to the soles of the feet and giving yourself a little massage here. Just be here for another minute. Either movement or stillness. Moving slowly, coming back to stillness. Bring our palms to the earth and gently press ourselves up, maintaining that restful energy. And then we're going to set ourselves up for our supported malasana. So grabbing your bolster or your block or your cushion. And we're going to bring our legs out wide. So this is what it looks like. But we're going to be on top of the bolster. So legs out wide, toes out, pressing the elbows into the inner thighs and bringing the hands into Palma Mudra. Thumbs resting on the heart space. We want to be nice and tall through the spine, so drawing the belly button towards the spine, lifting the chest slightly. Chin is parallel to the earth, gazing forwards. Shoulder blades fall down the back. Going to bring the left fingertips to the earth, open the right arm up to the sky, gazing at the fingertips and holding here. Option to bring that right hand all the way around the back of the body and resting the hand in the left hip crease. Otherwise, just keeping that hand up to the sky. Maintaining that lift through the chest and that relaxation through the shoulders. If your hand is in a half bind, bringing it back up to the sky. Taking an inhale, exhale, landing those fingertips to the earth, opening up the left arm. Inhale, exhale, dropping the fingertips to the earth, opening up the right. And flowing very slowly from side to side, moving with your breath, really slowing the breath. Sure that those knees are staying wide and not falling back through center. So maybe every time you bring your hand down to the earth, pressing that arm into the leg. Just a couple more rounds. And when you feel ready to, landing to that opposite side, so right fingertips to the earth, left arm to the sky, and we hold, gazing at those fingertips. And of course, option on this side to bring that left hand to the right hip crease for a half bind, maintaining that lifted chest and those relaxed shoulders. And slowing the breath. Relaxing the jaw, especially here. Maybe parting the lips slightly and resting the tip of the tongue very softly on the roof of the mouth. And drawing that left arm back up to the sky, it's in a half bind. And releasing it back through center. Coming back to Palma Mudra just for a moment. And then releasing everything. Going to come down into a supported back bend. So I like to just leave your bolster as it is, like this, or a little more height and space. You might like to bring a block underneath the bolster. I'm just going to have mine flat for today. Bringing the bolster a little bit away from the lower back. I'm going to bring the soles of my feet together, knees out wide. Otherwise, I'll give you some more leg options when we arrive on our back. So I'm just going to slowly bring my back down. And then I'm going to bring my arms above my head. Opposite hands to opposite elbows. Really opening up through the chest. And then I'm also really opening up through the hips with my soles of the feet together. Alternatively, you can bring your legs long, you can bring your feet to the earth, knees to the sky, or even knock the knees and bring the feet wide. This is a good one if your lower back isn't feeling quite right. So just find what feels best for you. Relax into this big opening back bend. back to the heart space of the breath, bodily sensations, or the music. Straight away coming down onto your back, hugging the knees to the chest. Maybe rocking left to right here, or maybe just coming to stillness. As you lift your head towards your knees, scrunching yourself into a little ball. Inhaling here. Exhale, release back down. Inhale. Exhale, belly to spine, scrunching up into a little ball. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, scrunching into that little ball. Inhale. And then on this exhale, releasing all the way down into your Shavasana. Legs long, arms long. Sensing yourself melting into the earth. Yourself these